Volkswagen Polo match on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got reversing sensors, plenty of boot space along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat, and then underneath this tray section even more space should you need it. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I just wanted to highlight the interior from this exterior point of view. The seats are as good as new. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. So now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the left hand side we have the rev counter and coolant temperature gauge, and then on the right hand side the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the middle you can see the total miles on this car are only 2,613, so very low mileage. You can change the information that's displayed above that using various different options and menus, as you can see. Driving vehicle data is the kind of fuel economy one. You can have a digital readout for the speedometer there, for example. As well as it showing you your average fuel consumption. But you could also, once you pair up your phone, you can make phone calls from here. All sorts of menus you can have a look at. And the buttons that I'm using to go through that are here and just here. And while we're on the subject of the phone, you've got voice activation for the phone. So hit that button, ask it to dial any one of your contacts list, and it will do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket or press any other buttons. That is of course once you've paired the phone, and that's done on the central screen, which I'll show you in a moment. On the left hand side of the steering wheel we have cruise control. So the central screen is predominantly touchscreen. You do have a few option buttons down the right and left hand sides, but once you've accessed the main menu, which we're on at the moment, you can go into any of these things here. So we can go to radio, for example, and you can see just there that this car has got DAB digital radio as well as AM and FM. You could either go back to the main menu, or you can access a separate menu directly from pushing the buttons here. And you can see that in terms of other ways to listen to music, this car's got a CD player, 2 SD memory card slots, USB input, auxiliary input, and then Bluetooth audio just here. So once you pair up the phone, not only can you make and receive phone calls, but you can also listen to your music wirelessly as well. And while we're speaking about wirelessly, you can connect your phone via a wireless network to the car as well. Pairing the phone is done by hitting that button and following the instructions on screen. It's very easy to do. This car also has satellite navigation. There's a full video showing how the satellite navigation works on our website. It's well worth checking that video out when you get a chance. Below that, we've got the air conditioning. So temperature and fan speed are adjustable here. And then the direction of the air with this dial, simply hit that button to turn the air conditioning on or back off again. And that button will recirculate the air that's currently in the car. The only setting it won't do it on actually is the windscreen. Any other setting and you can recirculate the air that's in the car. On windscreen it won't allow. As you can see, it's just turned that back off again. Underneath that central section we have the auxiliary input, a 12-volt charging socket, and the USB input. And in terms of the other music inputs and devices that I mentioned, they are stored just within this section here. So if you lift that up, you can see the CD player and 2 SD memory card slots, and that's nicely stored away inside the glove box. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.